This is KCBD News Channel 11 at 10.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us.
We are now getting a look at the design of the future Texas State Veterans Cemetery that will be constructed right here in Lubbock. The City Council took another step today to donate the land in East Lubbock to the General Land Office.
KCBD News Channel 11's Case Wilbank was there for the vote that garnered applause, but also questions about the land chosen. Case?
Karen and Abner, the council approved the land donation last year, and as we reported just last week, the federal government offered $9.5 million for construction. So now the city is finalizing the agreement with the state and moving forward with this design in mind.
It has not just sped up, it has 2 feet on the gas pedal.
With the promise of $9.5 million in federal funding, the Texas General Land Office is ready to accept the 100 acres that the city of Lubbock has promised for a Texas State Veterans Cemetery, which has now been initially designed.
This project will continue to go quickly. There are some timelines that must be met. The most significant ones of them occur in August. Those are for the Veterans Land Board.
So Tuesday, the City Council was asked to give the proper authority to make the transfer happen. A transfer of land off East 50th, just outside the East Loop and north of what is known as future Lake 7.
It will get pretty hot and heavy as we approach May. That's when we'll get ready to do the final transfers. And then by midsummer, you will see the state of Texas, through the Texas Veterans Land Board, actually go out to bid.
But before that vote, some concerns were expressed with that land.
The problem is what will be the cemetery's neighbors. The proposed site for this solemn place of honor is a half-mile downwind of Lubbock's only feedlot.
I'm a retired Army veteran. I support the veteran cemetery. However, the chosen location is not ideal for a burial cemetery. Veterans deserve a better than their final resting place as a sewage field. Yes, I know the field has been taken out of service for the last few years, but adjacent are areas that remain gray farms, sewage fields.
Mayor Trey Payne questioned city management about that land's safety.
There have been no concerns expressed either by the federal or the state government. The environmental assessment has been done on the property. Been done not by the city of Lubbock and turned over, but by the state of Texas. There are no lingering issues or concerns on the property.
Property, he said, was not chosen by the city, but by retired generals and community members who were in attendance for this vote.
We have a large population of what we call underserved veterans when we consider where families would bury their loved ones, those that have served and fought for freedom and liberty. And it's Lubbock's in a real good place.
All right, consent agenda carries 7-0.
The designs we saw today would be constructed over multiple phases. That's according to city management, and still needed before that transfer in May. The city actually needs to annex the land. That will also need to go before the city council. Karen.
Thank you, Case.